God has provided the strength, and if He hasn't, we'd like to offer you encouragement this morning that He is still working with you. For Moses this morning, chapter 4. Moses answered, "What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, 'The Lord did not appear to you'?" Moses said to the Lord, "Pardon your servant, Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue." The Lord said to him, "Who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf, or who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now, go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say."
Okay, can everyone hear me good? I'm Scott Clifton, and I'm here to share a portion of my testimony this morning. About 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition called, abbreviated for PANDAS. It stands for Pediatric Autoimmune Neuropsychotic Disorder Associated with Strep. It has caused me to have many symptoms that includes rage issues where I get out of control and I can't explain why or how it has occurred. OCD symptoms that get so extreme that my body can't function. And it has made me unable to speak to people because I get stuttered and feel like that I'm a bother to them. About 4 or 5 years ago, one night, I was in my room. I was talking with my mom. She was talking. I was crying. She said, "God has a plan for you. We don't know exactly what that is, but God wouldn't allow anything to happen to you that you couldn't handle." I was crying, and then I started screaming, like, "What? How? How can you say that?" Then she said, "God wouldn't allow anything to happen to you that you could not handle and overcome." Then I cried more, and I went to sleep. Over the next few days, I kept that story on my mind because it was a deep conversation, and I was young, so I didn't quite understand what she was saying. Then in church or something, the story of Moses was brought up. And Moses questioned God about speaking and told him that he is not eloquent of tongue and speech. What Moses says implies that he might have had some kind of speech disability or impairment that does not allow him to speak correctly. So he was questioning God, but God told him that He gave him those eyes to see, He gave him those ears to hear, and He gave him those lips to speak. That story put me at amazement. The next time I was alone by myself, I was like, whoa. Does God really use somebody that has a problem in their life, like a speech disability, to do His work through him? Moses' story allows me to see that it doesn't matter what you have or what obstacles you have in your life, because the doctors can say that you have one thing, but God can be over there screaming that you have a whole other thing coming for you. God has a plan for you if you allow Him to take control of your life and let him He'll handle it. So you don't have to worry about anything. God will lead you where you need to go. It doesn't matter what kind of past you have, what your present you're living in, or what future you believe that you hold. And then this reminds me of this scripture. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. And then, if you haven't been listening to anything I said, listen to this. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I'm going to say that one more time. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Let us pray.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we are grateful for all that you provide for us. We ask that you help us to forget our shortfalls as you develop our strengths that will equip us to do your work today and every day. Amen.
Amen.